A quiet, emotional beginning. A young girl named Anna, about 8 years old, sits by the window of a small, dimly lit orphanage at the edge of town. Her dark skin glows softly in the moonlight as she presses her face sadly against the cold glass. Her large eyes look heavy with sorrow, carrying the weight of someone who has seen too much pain for her age. Outside the window, the night is quiet, with the moon hanging gently above. The room behind her is crowded with old bunk beds, warm blankets, and faint shadows of other children sleeping. Anna's clothes are simple and slightly worn, reflecting hardship. Her expression is one of longing, silently wondering what it feels like to be loved. Her yearning for a different life kept the 8-year-old girl by the broken fence of the old orphanage, gazing longingly at the street. She wears a faded dress, her bare feet dusty, her hands clutching the wooden fence. Her expression is a mix of sadness and curiosity as she watches neatly dressed Nigerian men and women walking past with purpose, holding shopping bags, laughing, and talking with families. The contrast between Anna's loneliness and the bustling, happy street outside is clear. The setting sun casts golden light, highlighting Anna's quiet yearning. It was adoption day, when couples came to the orphanage to choose children. As others were adopted, Anna was left behind. The pain and fear in her heart grew deeper. Inside the orphanage's common room, a Nigerian couple dressed in clean, colorful traditional outfits smile warmly as they hold the hands of a small child they had chosen to adopt. Other children clap and cheer in the background. Meanwhile, Anna, now about 10 years old, sits alone on a wooden bench in the corner, wearing a faded dress. Her small hands rest on her lap, and her eyes are filled with silent pain as she watches the scene. The matron, an older Nigerian woman in simple attire, looks unkindly but with sadness, unable to change Anna's fate. The contrast between joy and Anna's loneliness fills the room with bittersweet emotion. Anna, now around 12 years old, sat on the floor of the orphanage library surrounded by a few old, worn books. She holds a lamp borrowed from the matron, its warm glow illuminating her determined face. Her dark braids fall over her shoulders as she leans over the pages, eyes wide with focus and determination. The room is small, with wooden shelves, some broken, holding scattered books. Around her, other children sleep on mats, but Anna stays awake, chasing knowledge. Her expression is serious and filled with hope, the spark of ambition shining through the darkness. Anna excelled in school. At 14, her quiet strength is being noticed in her classroom. She sits upright at a wooden desk, her books neatly arranged. She raises her hand confidently while other students whisper or look tired. She wears a clean but modest school uniform, slightly faded but tidy. A Nigerian teacher, middle-aged and dressed in formal attire, looks at her with admiration, noticing her determination. Anna's expression is calm but strong, her eyes full of quiet resilience. Sunlight pours through the classroom windows, casting light on her, as if symbolizing her bright future. At 16, Anna had her first big challenge, which is the speech competition. She stands nervously on a stage in front of a crowd at a town hall. She wears a neat school uniform, slightly oversized but well kept. Her hands tremble as she holds the microphone close to her lips. Her expression shows nervousness, but her eyes burn with hidden strength. Behind her, a banner reads, "Town Speech Competition." The audience, Nigerian families, teachers, and students, watch curiously, waiting for her to speak. The atmosphere is tense, filled with anticipation. Her voice becomes strong. The same little orphan girl, now mid-speech, stands tall and confident on stage. Her hands gesture passionately as she speaks with strength and emotion, her eyes glowing with determination. The microphone reflects the stage lights, and the audience leans forward, captivated by her words. Some people in the crowd nod in agreement, others smile in admiration. The room is filled with energy, as Anna's once trembling voice has turned into a powerful message of hope and courage. Anna finishes her speech on stage, and the hall erupts in thunderous applause. Audience members stand to their feet, clapping loudly, some smiling with tears in their eyes. Anna stands at the center of the stage, frozen for a moment, overwhelmed, her eyes wide with disbelief and her lips parted in a small, humble smile. Her school uniform looks simple, but in that moment she shines with pride. The stage lights glow warmly around her, as if spotlighting her destiny beginning to unfold. Doors began to open for her, scholarships were offered, mentors appeared. Anna, in her late teens, wearing a modest but clean outfit, stands at an airport terminal holding a scholarship letter and a small suitcase. Her expression is one of awe and gratitude as she looks at the airplanes through the large glass windows. Around her, travelers move busily with luggage, but Anna seems still, filled with quiet joy. The sunlight streaming through the glass windows highlights her hopeful face, symbolizing the start of her journey beyond the life she once knew. Anna, in her late 20s, elegant and confident, stands at a grand international conference hall filled with leaders from around the world. She wears a beautifully tailored formal dress with a sash across her shoulder, symbolizing her position as an ambassador. Her natural hair is styled neatly, and her expression is poised yet emotional, her eyes glistening with tears of gratitude as she speaks passionately into a microphone. The audience, a diverse group of world leaders, rises to their feet in a standing ovation, clapping in admiration. Behind her, large flags and a glowing emblem represent unity and leadership. Anna stands tall, living proof that pain can turn into power, and broken beginnings can lead to beautiful endings. The end.